Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. I was prompted to come on. One, it's about I made a video before about all this, and I just saw something. A few. And I was doing something, and then I came across a video again, and so far it's about four that I was told that they were leaving. I don't know how to start this, but again, I was asked to come on because I kept thinking about it and all that, how to say it. And I put something up on post about something else. That I got restricted and still didn't get an answer. Why? But anywho, I'm going to say, before I get started, to the ones who are doing all this, I was told not only by me, but God, to stop. You have plenty of chances. And I know few of you are part of the groups that I'm dealing with, and that it's the same groups that others are dealing with. It stops today. One, your ancestors are off the charts, pissed off. And the ones who you're doing it to, their ancestors, loved ones, are pissed off. Now I'm going to tell you now. I put that up because of the groups that were doing it to me. And I also mentioned that the ones that, I listen to, comment occasionally. But I put a like, this way their stuff can get out. Even if it doesn't even pertain to me. I said that. And obviously, everyone knows who I follow. And with my other whatever it's called, platforms or whatever. I don't even know. I don't know things about this, but I unfollowed, and most of them, someone blocked me from some. So with my other platform that I had a problem with, there's no, it's uncalled for me to be restricted. But I will say, now you're attacking here, but even more. I mean, before I even got here or whatever, it was probably being done. And I've been on platforms, God, since, I don't know, a long time, put it that way, since the beginning. And I haven't heard as much as I hear today and recently, whatever, that platforms are being attacked. I mean, I mentioned that, but now it's getting to the point where if it has anything to do with what I was saying, and you're attacking the ones that I watch because they tell the truth, if you have a beef with me, put it on one of my on my community to let me know. Now I'm going to tell you now, the ones that I watch and the ones that you attack, and is preventing them from making a living for their children because, I don't know, one, I have to agree, racist, and you're attacking others to, to hide that it's about that. One, I'm going to tell you now, if you had an issue with a black person or whatever, once or whatever, they did something and you didn't like it, well, don't hold a grudge for good people, because all of them aren't that way. I mean, when I was in school, I had, an issue with a black, there's a guy. And, I was dating someone, but I would talk to everybody. Well, this person, because I was nice, thought I liked them, came right over. I'm not going to tell you what he did. But I took care of it. Put him in his place. Did I turn racist? No. It was one person. So that's really ridiculous Doesn't matter what color you are. If you tell the truth, leave them alone. Now, the ones I watch or come across, whatever, they tell the truth. So you leave them alone. And do not torment them where they are going to quit. You're doing that because this way you think that I'm getting answers from them? Even they say they don't get answers from other tarot readers. Only confirmations, occasion, whatever. They also get answers from the one and only. And I'm proud to say, our Father, Heavenly Father, Almighty God. There's only one. One. Now, you want to repeat cycles, whatever case it is that ran in your family, being a racist or whatever. Do it quietly to yourself. Do not try to ruin others. Now, my spiritual team, I know they were protecting them. Because one, I asked to protect them. Now they're pissed too. So all I can say is, have other to the good ones that want to quit or whatever. Don't, because that's what they want you to do. They think that they're hurting whoever they're trying to get revenge with. And I'm gonna say, if the owners of YouTube, again, I said this before, you better look into it. And I'm not only talking about this platform, with other platforms. You better look into it. Because these people that you hired are tapping in, they don't care. If they ruin people that have platforms on these other platforms or here on YouTube, they don't care. But what they really don't care about is that they think that they're also pulling the wool over your eyes. Oh, I'm still getting paid. They don't know what I'm doing. I think you better start looking into it. You probably already did, but I'm not going to say. Do you know how many people they did this to? And I heard a really huge lawsuit. They want you to lose money too. I was always taught thoroughly check in and keep an eye on your workers. One, they should only, be able to see, what people are, doing, see if it's, I don't know, under the guide rules or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, they shouldn't have access to actually getting into someone's account and preventing people from making money or whatever. I also mentioned this before. I don't know. Whoever is involved with, I guess, government or, authorities or whatever, they need to come up how to protect people where no one can have access to anything except, and that doesn't mean that you have the access to, ruin people either. Because I'm telling you, and I don't know how many times others told you. Dad's not playing around anymore. I mean, he never did, but, maybe for fun or whatever. This all has to stop. It's really getting ridiculous. Especially when it's starting to hit all these ones who are doing wrong. And again, for the ones that are money hungry or whatever it's called, think before you, agree to get into their mess, because they'll bring you down too. I told you, God's not playing anymore. He'll give warnings to, new people or, whatever. Doesn't matter how old you are. You continue, you only get one warning. Because the karma or whatever you throw out to people to harm them or block them, whatever, it's going to hit you right away. I'm not playing anymore. All of you that, with my case, probably with others. But I've been dealing with this since I was little. Let's see how far I can push buttons. Let's see how far I can push a button. Well, you pushed too far. But, I was still never nasty. You want to see nasty? And you think I'm a bitch? But truthfully, I don't know how to be one. I even tried to learn off of one. But I have my team up in the, up in heaven. I think they're teaching me. And, all of this is all uncalled for. These people never did anything to you. I never did anything to you. You know, these 7 groups that I'm dealing with. You know, blocking people or whatever. That's not how you're going to get rich. Blocking others, this way you can get it. No. See, this is how karma started. You know, someone figured, okay, I need money, you know, I'm going to start doing these spells, you know, attract money or whatever. Well, they didn't really look into it and how they did it. What will happen afterwards. You know, I wasn't born back then, you know, like I only got to see one, but not for long, a grandparent. But everybody else in the family, you know, got to see all my grandparents. I didn't get that pleasure. So I don't know if the ancestors mentioned, don't do this, or this will happen. Because there's a few things that I mentioned, you know, to find out about. Oh, I don't know. That's all I got. They didn't really care. They didn't want to pay attention. You know, they would say, oh no, I have nothing to do with, you know, they're passed away. I don't care about ancestors or whatever, blah, 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 whatever, how they said it. Well, that's wrong. Again, ancestors want us to change things for the good. Not do this bullshit. Excuse my language, I'm sorry, God. This has to stop. Because you're only going to ruin yourselves. And don't think, you know, if people sue YouTube, that they're not going to sue you guys. Who's doing all this to ruin them too. These platforms are to meet people. Now, I had 2 platforms. Or 3. And when all started with these groups, I don't know how, truthfully, how it all happened. They took all my platforms. All of them. And in the beginning, it was, you know, I was meeting my family from all over the place. I just, you know, met them to get to know them, to learn where they lived, you know, their culture, whatever. I had precious pictures of great-great-grandparents on there that someone sent. But I didn't know how. Sorry. I didn't know how to get them off. But I saved them. They're all gone. my cousins or relatives, I can't get them because I don't know them. And they're using my platforms to go after all the ones that I was on there, that was on there. Now, this is really ridiculous. So I'm hoping that others agree with me. We all need to start speaking up. And if you know who's doing it all, whatever, we need to put them where they belong. They cannot do this anymore. And I will make sure that my team knows about this video. Well, they know about all my videos. They know who does everything, but they're not telling me. And truthfully, it's all in their hands. It's all in God's hands and everyone up there. So whatever they want to do to you it's not my problem. So, okay. So, if you're trying to get rid of and make them quit, all the good ones that speak the truth, this way, it could be replaced with all the fake ones, all the evil ones, all the liars, and whatever, it's not going to happen. It's time that things do not get repeated. And money don't buy love. You can have all the money that you want. I'm not saying that with everybody, but, some are still miserable. And those ones target all the karmas that steal the money. So, are you done? You done? Sit. Just wait a minute. I'm almost done. Go play with your sister. So if I were you, I would stop. And like I said, with some, whoever was doing magic and all that, the universe and God and all them took care of that. So, if once this goes out, and believe me, like I said, my team will already have a copy and put it out to whoever it needs to get to. If all this continues of not putting out people's, videos only when you feel like it or whatever. And the ones that you're doing it to, you're not going to stop them, their blessings or whatever. And you're not going to stop anything from me. Maybe before. You know. So I don't really know what to say to you. The only ones that I feel sorry for is your ancestors, that they're pissed off at one of their own. And to the ones that are constantly doing all this BS, you know, you're not even part of their bloodline anymore. That, I said that before. I mean, I'm getting more and more different things that I'm noticing. I thought it was where it all began first, that you targeted all the ones that I followed. And I know you guys know that I started doing videos about it. So now you're targeting ones on here. Okay. Like I said, you don't know who I know. Even though that I don't mind, that I have to be on my toes or whatever, you're not going to blindside me, whatever, or my DM. But I could be doing something else other than getting evidence on all of you. So the ones that, some of them quit already, but occasionally come back. Don't quit. I mean, go to wherever you're going. This way you can, But don't quit. It's time people start speaking up, and I said that before. All these ones wants the good ones and tells the truth to quit. It's not going to happen. When God's not going to let it happen. If this resonates with anybody, make sure it gets out and start speaking up. I don't know what's going on out there, but I gotta go. Everyone have a great day, or, well, evening here, but just keep on going. And always speak to God or your angels. Gotta go. Ciao.